different soulmates for each of us. Like say there's like, you know, X number of people that you could live your life with happily and have a decent life with, and then like surely she should go through that more stuff.
Guys, have they not? Did I not discuss this?
Yeah.
I think I might have spoken about it in the rest of the book.
I think that the idea that I got was that the weighted ones have the option of like choosing a soulmate
because they don't remember.
Because they don't know that they.
But they've also splintered and stuff, so they don't. So they have no connection to being that one soul, and so they're completely. It's like they've become a new species. It's like they've evolved.
Yeah.
While the fallen are like.
They're the purest ones.
Like,
they've just fallen, which is and because Sebastian didn't fall into a body, he still remembers, which is why it's so difficult for him. Whereas Maya just fell, but she fell into a body, so she doesn't remember.
But you see, if
I'm pretty
Where
sure.
does Sebastian have a home? Just out of curiosity, I'm always wondering what he does like when he's not with her in the forest.
And he never answered her question with what money did he buy shit.
Oh God, you guys just need to read the rest of the book. I have answered everything, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I've answered everything. She's videoing me. I'm pretty sure I've answered your questions, but they're in the rest of the 20, which you have no idea. But having listened to all your comments now, I promise you by the end of book 3, you'll be on Team Sebastian. I swear, I promise you, I solve all your questions. This is really awkward.
Wait to be proven wrong.
It's only because she'll give
Joe,
Jack
if
someone
you're
else.
filming me now, does this mean I'm not seeing you tomorrow?
No, I'm not getting a.
Come down.
Yeah,
all
be
in,
like,
actually.
Oh, Jack, you're mine.
Did Jack get another fallen person?
She's not gonna spoil it
I'm
for
not-
us.
It's like, ooh, it's such an ending.
I've written the last chapter of book 3.
What? Really?
I wrote it ages
Just like
ago.
how
I wrote it while I was writing book
Like how
1.
J.K. Rowling wrote the last chapter of the 7th book long before she finished.
Which is why it helps I know what's supposed to happen, because now that book 1 hasn't been published yet, I can just add stuff in, which will make this one so much better.
Yeah, you
Well,
could
I
like
was-
publish book 1 and then write book 2 and 3.
I was actually looking. I actually found the book that I wrote my first draft of my play in, and I found that you know how you planned everything. It's like that really works a lot better. Like I looked at it and I'd made a whole plan of the entire play before I actually started writing it, and I was like, oh yeah,
You kind of
that
have
actually worked. But yeah, because it's just my habit with other pieces because it's so small. It's just I write as I go. But I think with a novel you have to plan it. I'm very conscious of this camera now.
Sorry, I'll turn it off.
Why aren't you on camera?
Because I'm not the author.
What do you
Neither-
think of the fallen?
Everyone needs to see it that way. That way. Press lady. She's like, I look better this way.
Well, no, it's,
No,
you
because-
can't film that way.
Yeah, you
You can't turn the film. Just sitting there smiling. Higher bit where he basically bags Twilight, because it just looks like the author is bagging Twilight, not that Sebastian at the end of chapter 8.
What happens in chapter 8?
Like
Oh, when
when
he's like,
he's
vampires
talking
don't
about how
exist,
vampires are so lame, and
Yeah.
how it's like, oh, this whole thing just made up to explain my book. You know, that's what it.
I like it.
But that's what it sounds like. Oh, Twilight was all made up, and like was like just a reflection of my book. It just sounds kind of like a petty author rather than the character actually saying something. That's how it came
You're
off.
like, I want to tell the world how rubbish it is.
No, but I explain on the page that I'm not dissing Twilight. I clearly state I love Twilight. If anything, Twilight was my benchmark to spring up from.
Yeah, but you see, like in the book though, just leave it. Just leave it.
See them break.
You guys are crazy.
Okay.
Well, Deej's been telling me the bits that he finds annoying. And apparently Joe thinks it's annoying as well.
No, only that one bit. Only because I had to read it
I know.
out loud.
the Maya bit.
And I had to say,
No, but it's not bad.
Tree.
Like, I don't think you should remove it. It's just that's where I get irritated with Maya. But like, you get irritated with characters.
I'm gonna put a blooper reel up tomorrow, and show me going. And my sister going, Joe, what the hell? What is a fruit tree? It's really funny.
You use difficult words.
Fortuitous?
No, actually, randomly, yeah, there'll be just this random, like, long word in there, and it's just like, where did that even come from? Like, I think there was something starting with A that I read, and it was just, it looked so out of place because it was such a, it was a good word. It was an awesome word to use, but it just looked out of place.
Was it awesome?
No. It was like, I don't know, audacious or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it just looked kind of out of place in the
He
sentence.
had the audacity to something.
No,
Yeah, which is complaining about that.
I don't think it was audacity though. I don't know, but it was just like, yeah, you randomly use these long words, but like, yeah, usually they're okay, but sometimes they look kind of out of place just because the rest of the language isn't so like.
I love the word cacophony and you use it.
You use cacophony?
Yeah, the squirrel.
Oh, at the start, yeah. I like the squirrel.
The squirrel comes back.
So awesome.
Yeah, I love the squirrel. What's his
I'm
name?
telling you, this is a true story put on a different platform.
Yeah.
Chester's real. Chester's the squirrel that runs around outside my house in
Yeah.
London Bridge.
Hey, is the place that you're talking about, is it somewhere you know? Like,
I've been to like Oswego once, and that's where my aunt lives. And that's a real place. And the stones are real.
Is the poet
I
real?
saw the
Like,
pictures
The
of it.
poet's real.
and is that poem his poem?
That's why
But-
while I
but
was
then you have
writing
to be
this,
careful.
all these things came together.
But then you have to be careful about that in copyright. In putting his poem
He's dead.
into. Yeah, but still, there's still copyright laws. How long has he been
70
dead?
years you need to have.
Yeah. Because whoever owns the rights or whatever will still require.
Even if I reference him, I
Yeah,
clearly
because
say
you
it's
need-
his poem.
Because it would say on the poem somewhere cannot be reproduced without permission from the publisher.
You have 70 years after he's dead.
I don't think he's been 70 years dead.
So just check.
Can I refer to it in like the Biblia?
I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Check. Yeah, you just check with
This
the.
is why I need an editor.
Please take off your top. Take off.
That'll sell.
What was I gonna say? That's why I got away with things. If you notice the chapter titles, they're actually song titles.
Avatar.
That's not a song. But that's why if you
Yeah,
look
I
at the
noticed.
chapter titles, they're actually extensions of the chapter. If you realize what song or music album I'm talking about, because if you find the right song, it matches exactly the chapter.
I
and it
noticed with
includes
Drops
the
of Jupiter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Titles aren't copyrighted. I looked that up.
I'm sure the lyrics
As
are.
with book titles and film titles.
Yeah, because you can't really copyright a title, can you? Because then it's like, if anything used those words, then it'd be just kind of stupid.
I love how you appear on Google now. That's really cool.
Oh, you saw it?
And there's also a blog done by someone else.
The second one.
Yeah, who's
She
like, she must have changed her name after being adopted or something.
Have I not told you the story? I was in the Philippines.